Now that y'all know that we finally picked our wedding venue, I wanted to share with y'all our runner-up. This venue was the first venue we toured and we kind of fell in love with it. Again, the reason why I held on to it for so long is because we legit thought this was the one up until we recently picked our venue. So with that being said, let's check it out.
You're welcome to use any of the structures. So like I mentioned, just like some of the lawn chairs and stuff, sometimes people will bring pillows that are the colors of their wedding. Feature that the Germans actually dug the well, created the well, the owners came in, refurbished it. They added another little water feature over there just so you got the ambiance and the sound and everything.
Well, yeah, that's why I love this, is there's a lot of little different areas and this is
Gonna move. It's that pulley system again.
I kind of love this pulley system.
That's so cool.
Oh, this is so
Yeah,
cute.
So this is the room's quarters. You've got your own air conditioning heating unit up there. You've got a refrigerator down there. Your toilet is over here. Our yard.
Thank you.
You could always decorate the tables. You can put centerpieces on them. The barn is the only thing that the Germans did not build. It's about 7 years old. Boxes with the fire logs that are like starters.
This is so cute.
We've got a sign for everything to be unloaded. We actually have a sign that says bar.
Oh, how dang
So cute.
cute.
So after rewatching and reviewing all this film, I'm actually so grateful that we didn't go with this venue after all. We loved it, but we definitely had some concerns even whenever we were touring it. Let's first start with price. Again, remember, this was the first venue we ever toured, and we were playing with 2 different dates. We wanted to have 2, I guess, different options, a peak season option and a non-peak season option. So our first date that we picked was our original date, 10/2/2021. And then our second date was August 20th, 2021. So not peak season on a Friday compared to a Saturday. So just, they both have their differences, but we just wanted to get pricing for 2 different options just to see how big the difference might be. And boy, was it big. Keep in mind that all of these prices, well, mainly just the venue price, has 10% off. Our venue tour, Melissa, was just absolutely wonderful, super grateful, love you so much. And she gave us a 10% discount for both dates. So it was super appreciated, super wonderful. And these prices were for 200 people. I have like all my notes here. So for our Saturday date, it came out to, for the night, $51.75, and that's for a Saturday on peak season with a 10% discount. This typical Saturday night peak season runs around $57.50. Now for the second date, August 20th, 2021, that was a non-peak season and a Friday as well. And that for the night was $2,700. Again, with our 10% discount, which makes this night, without the discount, $3,000. And with that also came some fees. Okay, there were several different fees. There was, of course, just the property rental, the security officers, the refundable damage deposit, and also the non-refundable damage deposit. Okay, and each of these fees all kind of ranged different prices. So the security guards, which was 2 guards, it's 1 security guard per 100 people, so we would need 2 security guards, and that was $700 for both security guards. The refundable damage deposit was $250, and the non-refundable damage deposit was $250 as well. So the grand total, October 2nd, 2021, the property rental and all the fees came out to $63.75. And the grand total for August 20th, 2021 came out to $3,900. So off that alone, we were pushing towards the August date. However, outside of the pricing, there were definitely some things that we loved and definitely some things that we didn't love about this property. So let's jump into those. So one huge thing that we loved about the 1850 settlement was that it literally has historic German roots. As soon as we started the tour, we saw the German flag, and that just like hit us so hard. If y'all have been keeping up with our wedding series, you would have known that we originally wanted to get married in Germany. It was our dream. It was just everything in the world we wanted, but it just didn't end up working out. And this venue being the first venue that we toured, and it having some type of historic German backstory, just like spoke to us so hard. Another thing that we loved about this property was just how big it was. There were just so many dang options and places to go, from the free roof little building to the cellar and the outdoor patio and just the grounds as a whole. Like, it was just so big, and I love that we could really utilize the whole entire space. And then the last thing that we loved so much about this place was just the built-in lighting. I love that there were just like twinkle lights everywhere, and the chandeliers inside were just absolutely gorgeous. Now some things that we didn't love. I feel the biggest thing that I didn't love about this was just the rustic vibe. I've said it before and I'll say it again, I love me some Texas, but I don't like the rustic Texas weddings. I'm not a fan. I knew it was like a hangar, it wasn't necessarily a barn, but it looked like a barn. Like the fact that it was still in my head as a barn, just a turn off. One thing that I loved, but it also ended up kind of being a double-edged sword, was just how big the property was. I just couldn't help but feel like everyone would be everywhere, and I would have to like cattle everyone in to come, you know, dance or to come watch the first dance. Like, I just want the wedding to be everybody loving and just together and just easy for us to say hello to everyone too. And I just felt like it was just too big. I just didn't like it. Like, I loved it, but I also hated it. And then the last and I guess final thing that sealed the deal as to what we didn't love and why we didn't pick this venue was the weather. So just based on the pricing and us trying to save as much money as possible, we wanted to pick an August date, hence the date that we picked. But we wanted to pick an August date, a non-peak season date, and preferably a Friday so we could just get the most bang for our buck. And knowing that we would have been majority outside, ceremony outside, and then of course we have the big hangar, barn, whatever, that has air condition and it had cement floors, so I know it would have breezed really well. It just made me really nervous. You know, Texas in August, hot as shit. It just made me really nervous because I just felt like I would have been sweating. Like, I was sweating on the tour. Imagine me in a big white gown sweating already. It just, that's what really just sunk in and was like, I can't. It's just a no. It's just a no. Overall, I am so grateful for Melissa and the 1850 settlement. I just love the German roots. I love that it was the first venue that we toured and we kind of fell in love with. But with that being said, I'm also super glad that we waited and we toured as many venues as we toured until we found our venue, the very last venue that we toured, and absolutely fell in love with it. And even though y'all haven't seen it yet, oh hey Randy's, even though y'all haven't seen it yet, again, I promise you, you will after the wedding. But until then, I would love to know y'all's favorite venue during this whole little touring Texas series. Was it Hillside, the Manger, the Gunther House? Was it this one? Which one was your favorite thus far? It's been such a blast just going through this whole process and finding our perfect venue, which I really think that we found. So, till the next time, I love you guys so much. Life is crazy and hectic, but so awesome at the same time. Okay, bye. Like a drum.